Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Warm days like this one serve as a reminder to local and state leaders that spring flooding is not too far away.
Nope, dozens of FEMA trailers loaded with food, water, blankets are in the Twin Cities. And as KARE 11's Scott Soroka reports tonight, these trailers are ready to respond to flooded communities.
The old ammunition base in Arden Hills is busy. The cavalry has come in, and they didn't drop off empty trailers.
This is called an instant support base.
And it's run by FEMA. The organization now has 20 people on the ground ready for the floods.
FEMA and the federal government is making commodities pre-positioned.
So there are about 95 of these big cans here on site, and they're filled with the basics, the things that people need to get back on their feet.
Food, water, blankets, cots, those kind of items.
There are 14 trailers full of bottled water, 80 generators ready to roll out of the base.
It's in standby mode.
Minnesota's emergency manager says the FEMA hub offers a warning.
What we can take from that site is a reminder that you need to get yourself ready, you need to get your family ready.
ID practices what she preaches. The state's Emergency Operations Center is already up and partially running in downtown St. Paul.
And then run something down in there.
This is where all the information will be coordinated. Workers are currently putting in 12-hour shifts. Soon they just may be 24-hour shifts.
We're in for the long haul.
Back in Arden Hills, there are enough supplies here for 30,000 people. This base is practically on the shoulder of 35W. It may serve a half a dozen states in the Midwest.
As this stuff is needed, it'll go right out of this facility as fast as possible.
There are always 6 cabs ready to roll at a moment's notice. If you haven't noticed, the activity begins before the flood. Scott Soroka, KARE 11 News.
And to give you some perspective, last year FEMA housed about a dozen generators in Arden Hills, and that was it. The 95 trailers arrived a few days ago from Texas and Maryland.